Here's your question. What advice would you give to schools who are thinking about implementing this, the survey?
You know, so my advice to a principal in a school community who is going to use this survey would be, what is it you're hoping to learn from it and gain? And what level of comfortableness are you with it not being what you thought validity and reliability should look like? So really getting that definition around it.
I would add to that, that's how I felt when you asked me the question. Well, I was just going to suggest involve the grassroots, the leaders in the grassroots community, because I can speak for the Latino community, but I cannot speak for the Somali community.
Mm-hmm.
So so just to be able to be bold about that, about welcoming those relationships and those suggestions. Some ideas might be really off the wall, very, as I would say, non-traditional, and that became my language for us, traditional, non-traditional. So very non-traditional and very uncomfortable, because it's like, well, are we going to get the right, accurate data, or that just doesn't fit in order, we're not used to that. But if the communities that we're trying to serve really give us that feedback, then we really should be bold and listen. You want to have a purpose. So what is your end in mind? So to collect some data, okay, then it's not just going to be tamales and music. That will bring people around our community, but we wanted to get them to this table to give input. And how do we create a process for that? Then we kind of created a passport, the whole idea of a passport. You have to go to each community, partner, and at the end, you get to this table, and that's what you give your. So you kind of see some of the parents, it was self-selected because the parents who wanted to have a voice self-selected themselves, right? In the process, they couldn't just come for the tamales, right? So there are different ways of being engaged, and I think we collected, and there were some, we have a lot of people who don't know what they came for, but
It was a block party.
but then it was a self-selection process, because those who wanted to get to the last piece.
In the end, okay, so now fast forward, this was happening in September. Fast forward to June, and we have 22 parents who have risen up as leaders in 2 school communities.
Wow.
And 3 of those 22, because of the partnerships, are employed with the YMCA now, because of the partnership with the YMCA in this as well. So there's just a lot of pieces, but I think what I appreciated from the principals is when they first got the survey data, they had to decide, does it match what they thought they knew? Is it different than what they thought they knew? And that was a journey for them individually. And now where we're at with the 2 principals is they now see that these 6 to 22 parent leaders are not going anywhere. And they're value added. And so now both principals have different approaches, but they're exploring what's next. What can they